Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Rice Owls, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So USF's offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using his feet. Got the first down. Looking for more. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They're there to stop him at the... Pickup of 2.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rice Owls offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Coming after him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Warner. It's complete to the left.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A running back has it. Sweet feet on the move. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Snap it to the back. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Swings it out to his running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Brown wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job.
Now,
Getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. And the Bulls pick up the first down.
Once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
Can anyone catch it? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big gain.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Bulls! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
second down.
Back to throw, it's Warner. Makes the grab on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Going up top on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. Down, just precision execution on that big play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rice.
Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
South Florida, 14. Rice, 7.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to... Back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of... First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Pirouettes through. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's going to take off. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa.
The Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Warner. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Line gets set, first down. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Got a man. It's Eccles. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. You're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Keene. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Bringing it back, it's Smith. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's going to pass. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Brown wants to pass. They're setting up the screen.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Looking to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Brown will throw it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium. One of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Owls moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. They're trying to get to him. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passes.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, he's